I don't care what y'all say about Tyler Smith. The more I watch, I love this kid. So the more that I get through the film, guys, and the more that I kind of, funnel through this draft class, like I said, I'm taking my time. So I'm watching literally every ounce of Tulsa tape, every ounce of, South Alabama tape, every ounce of Ole Miss tape. And with rookie minicamp coming up, I'll be putting out more videos and more kind of thoughts on what's happening amongst the Cowboys and amongst this draft class. But I'll be doing little topics like this to just kind of introduce guys to what I think these athletes can be and how they project on this team. I remember I did it with Schultz 4 years ago. And it was cool because it's like, well, who is Schultz really? And what can he do? And how does he project? And he honestly, he exceeded expectations. And I had him, go look at the video. I had him very high as a player who could project and develop into something special. So when we do in turn think about Tyler Smith, and the title of this video is he already the best run blocker on this team? I'm going to tell you guys, man, I'm going to say yes right now. And people are going to say Zach Martin, people are going to say Terrence Steele. The more that I watch this guy, and we'll ask a few questions, the more that I watch this guy, it's just very apparent that it's not on him, it's not the jersey, it's in him. It's not on me, it's in me. It's not on you, it's in them. Like with certain athletes, it's in them. Everybody says physicality, that's the buzzword. Or everybody says, oh, he finishes blocks. This guy does it to where some of the penalties that we've seen and that we hear about, the 16 holding, some of it is you read articles about what his coach was saying. He just overblock. He's just really into finishing run blocking. And so as we get through this video, I want you guys to kind of project and just think about, okay, why would the Cowboys make this pick? A lot of people are scared of what they don't know. Hey, last year, I'll be honest with you, Rashawn Slater, I knew Rashawn Slater. Micah Parsons has sat for a year. I had no idea that Dallas had the plan that they had for Micah Parsons. He comes in. Once he's a Cowboy, he's my guy. We got to make it make sense. I get people kind of had the same feeling last year, like, why Micah Parsons? And Quinn had a plan. All-pro player, okay? And Rashawn Slater was not a bad pick, okay? J.C. Horn, Rashawn Slater, foots guys. Micah Parsons, I had questions. Sure enough, he comes out and he dominates. And so let's just think about how it makes sense for this team, okay? Who is Tyler Smith? Yes, that is a picture of Micah Parsons, last year's rookie, first-round draft pick, and then this year's rookie, first-round draft pick, Tyler Smith. One thing you notice about this picture, guys, he kind of makes Micah look small. That's because that 6'5", 324 frame, them long arms, that is real, okay? This is all part of the projection that we're talking about, all right? There's a reason why the Titans wanted to come up and get this guy. That's a real thing. When you look at some of the film that I'm playing below, the size, but it's the physicality and the squareness in his base, his hips. He stays square through each block. Okay, is he a tackle right now? No. In the NFL? Probably not. Could he do it in an emergency role? Yeah. Development does not stop when you get to the league. I've said it and I'm going to continue to say it. That's going to be my overarching method. It doesn't stop when you get to the league. But let's talk about what he does well. One of the best quotes that I've ever heard, I was listening to a Pete Carroll book, and this is one of the best things I've ever heard. Don't tell me what a guy can't do. Let's talk about what he can do, and let's continue to play on that. Think players, not plays. And so when you look at Tyler Smith, and you kick him at guard right now, okay, right now he's 3-4 inches bigger than Connor McGovern. He's just a bigger human being. Arms, he looks fully developed at 21, okay? This is a guy who Alabama, SEC schools they want him to transfer in right now. When you watch him play, and as we're running the all-22 on the guy, I'm not going to go into the super film situation, but as you watch him play, you see a guy who's finishing blocks, he's square, but another thing that people don't talk about is his body positioning. So as a coach, I coach youth football, and as a coach, what I tell guys is this, look, sometimes as an offensive lineman, you don't have to be a mauler, but what you do have to do is bring your hips and you have to, I wouldn't say get in the way, but your positioning and your first steps have to be good. You have to cut that guy off and make him go through you. It ain't a D tackle in the NFL that's just going to run through and just power 324 the way that he plays, the way that his mentality. You can tell that each game, it's a one-on-one fight for him. That will get you in trouble with tackle because if you overset, you start not playing with good technique, you start lunging, that'll get you in trouble. But this guy is a Baltimore Raven. He's a New England Patriot. He's a Tennessee Titan type lineman. Okay, Vrabel coming from that Belichick. You guys watch Belichick play. They in offset eye. They right down your throat. Everybody, well, why would Bill Belichick draft Cole Strange? Oh, there's a reason why. Because he's physical, he's tough, and he was a guy that I was very high on. Okay, why would Tennessee want to come up and get Tyler Smith? Oh, there's a reason why. He's physical, he's tough, and he is going to punch you in the mouth every play. Don't tell me what he can't do. Tell me what he can. Okay? How can he improve? It's clear when you watch, and this is simple. I'm not going to get super technical. When you watch his hands are out. They're too wide. His base is fine. He needs to get his hand placement in. That's coaching. That is technique. That's drill work. That's hours and hours of a coach on you like white on rice. Hey, you are our pick. We are on you because you are going to make us money or you're going to get us fired because we are married to this pick. So if Philbin sees some of what Dan Quinn did and had a specific plan for Micah Parsons, I would hope that he has the same plan and look and has some of that competition and say, I'm going to take the role to develop this guy. It's a really simple fix. It's punch drill, it's bag drill, it's hand placement, it's all those simple things. But when you're at Tulsa, let's be honest, is the coaching staff at Tulsa decent? Yes, but are they? Is it an NFL coaching staff? No, it is not. Is it one of those things where Tyler Smith is so good and you're just not gonna have issues because he's playing against future doctors and lawyers and garbage men? And garbage men make a lot of money, so shout out to y'all. This isn't a knock, but people like me who work a 9 to 5. Yes, he's playing against those type of guys. So Tyler Smith doesn't need the same amount of coaching as their left or right guard or whoever who's struggling. You can put him at left tackle and you can let him go. If he makes a few mistakes, it's fine. In the league, it'll be different. Tell me how. Let's have a plan for this athlete and let's get him better. But how does he project? Okay, how does he project for the Cowboys? Right now, he's your day one starting guard. Day one. Like, I've seen enough of Connor McGovern. I would probably just make him our backup center. I know we drafted some centers, but I've seen enough of McGovern and he'll just be a swing guy on the line, but he's just not physical enough. He's not strong enough. And if you go back, and I did a thread on Twitter, if you go back and watch that San Francisco game, we just got bullied up front. Tyron had an awful game. Of course, Connor Williams, who I told folks, he just wasn't strong enough. Connor Williams is to me a tackle. Like he just has the demeanor of a tackle. He's not he's a fake tough guy. He'll push Aaron Donald after the play, but does he really want to block him all game? No, he doesn't. I like Connor Williams. It's nothing against him personally, but he's not a goon. Okay? It just is what it is. This guy is. What's his ceiling? I think that his ceiling, we see T by his name when he was drafted. I think his ceiling is keep him at guard and let him be an all-pro guard as he develops. He's 21 years old. He's 21 years. He may grow a couple more inches. Crazy story about me. When I was in high school, I left high school at 5'11". I'm 6'2" now. Like, crazy things have happened. Like, athletes, people grow to, I've heard, till 25. Like, he's 21 years old. He just started driving. So you need to have some type of mold and clay. Is he ever going to be Tyron Smith? No, he just doesn't move like Smith. He doesn't have the nimbleness of a Smith. There's only one Tyron Smith really in the league. I mean, he's been a stay. He could probably be a power forward in the NBA. I mean, he's just a nimble, great athlete. But I think Dallas had a plan with Terrence Steele, a guy who, Bradley and I whooped him at the Senior Bowl. A couple other defensive ends whooped him at the Senior Bowl. He had a plan. The Cowboys had a plan. So, again, he meets the size standards. They weren't going to draft Tyler Linderbaum because he just wasn't big enough, athletic enough, and gritty. He didn't meet the size standard. This guy does. He's a bowl of clay that you need to mold. And I think the Dallas can. What's his role? Again, right now, I believe that he will come in and him and Terrence Steele will be the best run. Terrence Steele, people don't know this. He's a really good run. Go watch the film. He finishes runs. Obviously, Zach is our best offensive lineman. But, like, even as a run blocker, I think that Tyler Smith, year one, can be a better run blocker than Zach Martin. He's younger. He has more juice. He's just a young man's game in the way that he wants to play. I think that he will be a better run blocker right now. He will be the best run blocker on this team year one. If he's not, I will eat all the crow. It's your boy Foots. Mini camp is coming up. I just want to do this video. I'm going to have a bunch more topics to talk about certain things like this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy Foots. Mini camp is coming up. As always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Peace.